friend Roger Christopherson here again with another first listen review, and this is about my 10th try at this one. For some reason I cannot get the words out of my mouth on this one, but it is a new release from Billy Idol. It's his debut album as an expanded edition 2 CD release, and just got done listening to Rebel Yell here over the winter there a couple months ago, and I thought it was pretty cool to re-listen to some of this stuff, but I saw this one had a previously unreleased live CD attached to it, and that's what really enticed me to get this one. And kind of going back just to hear a minute, listening to that Rebel Yell one, I wasn't like a huge Billy Idol fan when he was like huge during these albums. I don't know what it was. He had this punk image, and I was not into that at that time. I was kind of young, and it was all about, heavy metal and all that stuff. And, but the funny part is Rebel Yell is a cool song. I ended up playing that song on a couple of the bands I've been in, and it's a freaking awesome song to play. So I went back and checked out Rebel Yell, and I was like, yeah, it's got some cool stuff on here, but the rest of the album isn't really that heavy at all. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I just expected this to be more rockin'. And so I saw this was coming out. I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm not going to get that. And I have it. And, I can't even tell you the last time I listened to it. I actually don't even remember listening to this album, but it's in my collection. So I got it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll check it out. First thing, I skipped over the album part, and I went right to the live, and I popped it in, and I was like, this is a cool rockin' band. Like, that live show on this, like, really kicks some butt. It rocks. I'm like, why did Billy Idol have such a punk image when this is like, it's not punk music. It's actually really well written songs. I didn't realize how much he wrote on his own. I've actually been picking up all his later stuff, and I have all his albums, and I enjoy all his albums, and all the EPs he just did I think are really good and really well written songs. He's got a really good voice. Why I didn't listen to this stuff back in the day is just like beyond me, and I feel like I missed out on this album. Because the live thing, it rocked. And I went back and listened to the original album. It was like, what have I been missing out on? And it was almost like listening to an album for the first time. It was like getting a brand new album, because I remembered, like, obviously the hits, White Wedding and Hot in the City. That's about it. I didn't remember any of these other songs. And Come On, kicks butt. It's a cool, fun song. Dead on Arrival's got a killer guitar part in it. Hole in the Wall, Shooting Stars, cool. The Love Colony's kind of weird. It's got a weird chant thing in there, and then it kind of picks up with Congo Man as the reprise as the song goes out, which was kind of cool. I dig that kind of stuff. And I was like, man, I really missed out. They threw White Wedding, the extended remix, which I wasn't going to listen to because I could really care less about club mixes and all that stuff, but yeah, that was actually pretty good too. It's kind of strange they didn't have the White Wedding Part 1 and Part 2 combo on here, but whatever. It was cool. The live album, I went right back and listened to that again because that was so much fun. That album really kicked butt. Steve Stevens is a killer guitar player, and I didn't pick that up until like he went and did some stuff outside of Billy Idol. He did the Atomic Playboys, and he played with Vince Neil there, and did some other stuff that I don't remember off the top of my head, but I was like, oh wow, this dude can really shred, and he actually does some killer riffs. And I've actually really he does some flamenco stuff on the side of solo stuff that is impressive, but not really my taste, but killer guitar player nonetheless, and really had a big part in writing these songs. But Billy Idol just re-earned more of my respect. I didn't realize how talented he was back even when he was younger, and then I wholeheartedly admit that I missed out on a little bit, and I wished I had realized how talented this guy was earlier on. So anyway, this one's, I guess, kind of short because what more can you say? If you do have more to say, feel free to share it down below, and like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. But if you're a Billy Idol fan, you're gonna dig this. If you're not a Billy Idol fan because of all the reasons I said or anything else, you're probably gonna dig this live version. And it was really fun re-listening to this again. So anyway, till next time, see ya.